it used to be the Turkish thing when it was like, oh, the Turkey window's still open, they might be able to come and get someone. But when you've got a powerhouse like Saudi with this much financial backing and they're throwing the contracts around that they're doing, I can understand Jurgen Klopp's point.
Of course, you can understand everyone's point on this. You losing key players when your window's closed so you can't replace them. It's a daunting thought, especially when you're rebuilding your team and then next thing you know, one of your key players is now off to Saudi. So I think he's got a point and something should be done to stop the Saudis coming in once our window's closed. Once our window's closed, that's it. No business can be done. They need to look elsewhere where other leagues are still open or find other players elsewhere. So we'll see how that progresses.
Do you think the Premier League should maybe step in and do something maybe that, I don't know, once their window shuts, no Premier League club can do business with anybody? Do you think that is something the Premier League can do? I don't even know if they've got the power to do that, but is that an option that you think maybe would work?
It should be an option, and I don't see why they haven't got the power to do that. Premier League's the biggest league in the world, and they've got a lot of say in the football world. So they should do that because it can cause havoc to the Premier League, to the best players, to the entertainment value, and you want to keep that in-house. So they should, look at this hard because it is a serious situation if the Saudis do start knocking on the door.
Playing devil's advocate, just say you're a club though, and you're trying to offload players. And all of a sudden the Premier League go, that's it, no more business. And there's a few players that are on the fringes of moves.
Well, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
It is.
It's which one, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you gotta look at it as a whole as thinking, what's the best outcome? And I think it would be just to stop business. So if you've got fringe players, you've right. September the 1st is 2 weeks away. Let's get these deals done. Let's get these players out. Let's get our players in before that window closes, because you don't want to be stuck with players wanting to go up, not players coming in.
Well, and when was the latest you moved in the window?
Oh, well, it was when I left my car in Spain. It was on August the 31st, because I think it was then, so I need to get back I'd like until 5 p.m. to get over and sign. So I rushed to the airport, left my car, and I didn't get back for it. I just didn't have time.
That's so funny. It is. I can understand what you're saying, and I think with the fat Saudi and what they can do, I think it probably should do. I mean, I would like to see the transfer window shut the moment before the first Premier League game kicked, because at least managers know what they're doing with their squads. They know exactly who they're working with, and if you haven't got secured a move, you've had from the back end of last season till the opening game of the Premier League season. That's more than enough time, and that maybe will kick some of the owners into gear that that are trying to haggle for a little bit of money. 5 million here, 5 million there. That might just get them to get a little bit of a move on.
Yeah, I don't understand myself. I don't understand why you're not doing your business straight away. So getting your players, like I said, once that season finishes, you know what kind of players you need. You know where to strengthen. You know if players are going to sign a new contract. If players are, other teams are interested. So if you're getting out the deadwood, you want new in, you should be getting them deals done straight away. I know you got to, haggle with other teams and try and squeeze a bit more and get as less as possible. But you want them players coming in early, getting a good pre-season under them, because if they come in 3, 4, 5 games in, so it takes a while to get used to it.
And also, when you look at the money that the Saudis are throwing about, and some of the contracts we're hearing about are bonkers. I guess it's one
at least.
Yeah, I guess it's one of them as well. You sign a player, you've got a player in your squad, they get linked to Saudi Arabia, the move doesn't happen. How is that player going to react to not getting that move, that life-changing money? And listen, they're on life-changing money now, don't get me wrong, but what Saudi Arabia are doing is crazy. How will that player react once that move's not happened? Will his head be turned?
Absolutely.
Are we still going to have the same player?
Listen, my loan move didn't go to Leeds when I was at Stoke City. They came in for me alone. I wasn't really playing too much under Tony Pulis the last year, and that failed because he changed his mind. That rocked my head. I was, off. My head fell off. I didn't want to train. I didn't want to be nowhere near. So if you think of and that was just a loan move.
Yeah.
You think of a player that can change his life for generations to come, and then that falling through. You basically got a really bad apple on your plate then.
Yeah.